When it comes to mental health, I've really been made aware of just how little people understand about it. Coming from a guy that attempted to take his life in 2014, only to have Archangel Michael appear. Recently found out that a family friend, someone that knew me since I was born, someone that my dad grew up with, decided to hang himself, and my dad went, to another province to the funeral, and even though I was invited, the last thing I want to do is sit at a funeral of someone that committed suicide, considering the things that I've been through. And, I got a phone call one time after, the service and everybody got together, and my dad was obviously upset. And he was just talking about how he couldn't understand how someone could commit suicide. He's like, he was married for so many years, had a great wife, they had Harleys, they traveled around, they went hunting. He was retired, handed down his business to his 3 kids, had 9 grandkids, was involved in all their lives, had X amount of millions of dollars in the bank. And all I'm listening to is him talk about how could you commit suicide when you have all these physical things in your reality. And I'm just sitting there and I'm just like, people really have no clue about mental health. And this was a guy that was extremely happy and would go out and have a big smile on his face and just go out of his way to make you feel good, right? When it comes to suicide, there's something missing in your heart. Your connection to God is gone. Okay, you can't fill that void in your heart. I know about that. I tried for 13 months until I decided to start my car in my garage. A lot of times, people that appear to be happy and throw people off with a suicide, it's because what they're trying to do is fill that void by making other people happy. We can take that people-pleasing route when we've been hurt. And a lot of times what we'll do is we'll try to make everybody else around us happy because that's the only thing that can make us feel good. But when we focus on ourselves, there's just a void. And, Robin Williams, same thing, right? Appeared to be happy, making everybody laugh, but he was suffering from a void in his heart. My dad was going on the phone, and I'm just like, oh, you know what? You just have to change your perspective and look at the positives. And he's like, well, what's the positive from this? I'm like, well, at least you didn't lose a best friend and a son to suicide. And, it's interesting because he's like, what do I have to worry about you? And I completely think that he has blacked out what I've told him about my attempt in 2014. But people don't understand mental health. There's nothing in the physical that you could bring into someone that has a void in their heart that's going to fill it. You have to learn to fill that void yourself. And, when I was depressed, I would think to myself, even if I won $70 million on the Lotto Max, who cares? Because I'm still here and I'm still feeling this way. A lot of times when we actually come into a lot of wealth and success and we're not mentally, healed, it actually just makes it worse because it highlights how we have everything now and we're still feeling like shit, which is why a lot of people with money can feel depressed. I've learned to feel happy sitting in my garage watching the rain on a Friday night, and that's been my ultimate goal. Money can come, but if you're not right in your heart, what's it going to do for you? So anyways, when it comes to mental health, you don't know who's suffering in silence, and that's why I always say, if you come across a video and it touches you, maybe you're meant to share it because you never know who's close to you that's thinking about ending their life. That's all I got. Thanks to everybody that's gone out and purchased a new copy of my book, Finding Me by Ashley Samborski, now available on Amazon. Links in the bio, take you right to the purchase page. That's all I got. Thanks for watching.